What's up, everybody? So I've had a lot of people inquire about my grip recently in a few of my videos, and so you're always usually seeing me throw from this angle here, and from that angle there, you know, some people are assuming that I'm using a pinch grip. From what you don't see, turn my hand around, all my fingers are wrapped around the knife. If it was a pinch grip, I would either be pinching it like this or like this. You wouldn't pinch someone's nipple with all your fingers, right? Modified handshake grip, this is what I usually use. I'm just gonna show you. So my fingers down here is where I get a lot of my snap. The rotation point is where I'm pinching, but I'm also using these fingers here to get a lot of rotation. So that is the first grip. That's the number one grip that I use, whether it's from the handle or the blade. It's the exact same. The other two common, I don't use them, but they're very common for rotational grips. It's a hammer grip. This is a hammer grip right here. Your hammer's, you're just holding it like you're holding a hammer. That's basically what it is. A little different for me. I over-rotated all those, but pretty consistently. So now, if you want to add distance, we want to start throwing kind of instinctively. Hammer grip, same thing, but put your thumb on there. This is the way Joe Dara throws. Now this automatically adds, well, it slows rotation. So I'm gonna back up maybe a foot because my thumb is going to counteract rotation. With a lot of practice with that technique, you can really use or figure out how to slow rotation down. You can back up pretty far. So those are the three main grips that are used for, well, that's the four if you use pinch grip. I don't recommend pinch grip. For me, there's not a whole lot of control there because you're just holding it right here. You know, so I don't feel like there's a whole lot of control there, but there is no wrong way to throw. Richard Bullseye Wesson, a lot of you guys probably haven't heard of him. He does not on social media, but he used to compete a lot, and I believe he has the highest score ever in competition. I think it was a 276 or 277. Since then, I believe Brett Dewhurst broke that score, but it was at Dangerfest at my throw, and he put up the highest score, if I remember right, the highest score for knife and tomahawk while he was at Dangerfest, but it's not a sanctioned event, so it counts in my eyes. So Brett Dewhurst, you're champion. But moving on, let's go into the half spin stuff. So the half spin grip that most people know about is military half spin, right? Well, this is not military half spin. You know why? Because my fingers are wrapped around the blade. Military half spin was designed so you could throw a sharp blade, a bayonet, a Bowie knife, whatever. So that is a real military half spin. I am not very good at that. Let me try it real quick. It's not my favorite. I don't practice it that much, but this distance here seems to work pretty good. Now the way that I always throw half spin, mainly underhand half spin, is basically a modified handshake grip, like I showed you earlier. Just this right here. But all I'm doing, instead of throwing it like this, cutting through the air, I'm throwing it flat. So I'm, you know, you could choke up or down. I'd try not to choke up or down unless I'm in a serious situation where I'm outside of my comfort zone. But underhand half spin. So the one last way that I know how to throw half spin is, and you can really add a lot of distance this way, is by putting your finger on the spine, similar to no spin. Once again, fingers wrapped around, and you can do it open hand grip like this, but I'm doing it like this right here. You can really add a lot of distance just putting your finger up here. So I got to use a little bit of wrist action. This is my underhand. Too much wrist. But I don't practice that very often, but you can kind of see what's going on there. Okay, I guess moving on to no spin. And I'm using these knives because they're just a general idea and you can kind of see them better. Smaller rotation or smaller instinctive knives wouldn't work very well for the rotational stuff. So the two grips that I use for no spin, it's open hand grip. See, my fingers are just pinching here, finger right there. That's all that matters. I was underspun, that wasn't bad though. Underspin is better than overspin. Not the best, but Pandora, what are you doing? Okay, so the last grip that I'm going to be showing you is no spin, closed hand grip. All it is right there is hands are closed. This is more difficult to do with a larger knife in my opinion, but you can really get a lot of velocity this way. You just got to make sure to release sooner. See, that one overspun. I kept it in my hand too long. Perfect. Snap my wrist. Not bad. Pretty good. Yeah, this video is a lot longer than I was meaning it to be, but I'm sure I'm forgetting something. There's also palm style, bow shuriken grip, totally different thing, but hopefully that helps you guys. And yeah, try all the things. There's no wrong way to throw. Don't let anybody tell you that you have to throw a certain way, and throw every day.